All right, welcome back to Noob School. Today we have another short episode, but it's on a very important topic. I've made this topic so short that I think everyone will be able to understand it and take it home with them. So here we go. The topic is how to train your attitude. And I think everyone wants to have a positive attitude. I think, we see people with a positive attitude and we're like, man, I wish I could be more like Ted, or Leighton, wish I could be more positive, and be more like them. And I figured out a way to do it to some degree. And I'm going to explain that to you today, how you're going to have a positive attitude, or you're going to improve your positive attitude from where you are today. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just remember these three things. Every time that you're in a conversation or you hear someone say something, or you just think something or see something, all right, just there's some stimuli that gets your brain thinking, I've got to say something now. You have three choices. All right. The third choice, and the one I don't ever want you to do, if you can, you don't have to do it. Don't do it at all. Third choice is taking the statement and turning it into a negative. So if you heard someone say, oh man, it's cloudy outside. And so your third choice would be, oh my God, I hope it doesn't rain again. Okay. That's choice number 3. So we don't want to say that. But, you could say it. It's a feeling, but you don't have to. You could also say, someone says it's cloudy outside. You could say, oh, interesting. You could say nothing. You could be neutral. That's number 2. You don't have to say anything. Someone just said something. And then number 1 is you could think of, what is a positive thing I could say about this statement? Okay, not a dishonest one, just a positive one. You could say, cloudy, yeah, boy, cloudy. That's good for me because I wasn't planning on being outside, but for like 30 seconds the rest of the day. So if it rains, it's no big deal. I mean, that's also true. So that's the kind of thing that those positive people would say. They're going to hear it and they've trained their mind. For me, it takes a second. I have to think for a second when I hear something to say, I got to find my way to 1. All right, I'm not going to say number 3. Might say number 2, but I want to always be thinking about number 1. And you just say the positive thing, and it warms you. It warms you up. It warms up your heart, and people want to be around you more if you're the one bringing good vibes to the world. So I'll give you another example, business example. Somebody could say, "Well, John, I don't know about this quarter. Numbers look a little bit off." Okay. That in itself might be a true statement. Maybe they look a little bit off right now. So I could go number 3 on them. Like I could say, yeah, boy, it looks tough out there. And I think with the virus and Omicron and everything else, it's probably not going to end up like a good quarter. And I'm worried about next quarter too, Or we should just give up. So that is a number. That's a number 3. We could call up we could go by Wendy's and order the number 3 there, and just be have a little whiny party about these numbers. Or we could say, on number 2, we could say, interesting. Well, it'll be interesting to see how things end up, right? You could just be right down the middle, level 2, not positive, not negative. That's the fallback position if you can't think of what to say for number 1. And number 1 could be something like, yeah, they look a little off right now, but it'll be interesting at the end of the quarter, see how we end up. And, interestingly enough, if we look at a quarter a year ago, we're well ahead of that. And pipeline looks good for next quarter. So, we'll see. But I appreciate the concern, but we'll see how things end up here. So you can kind of flip it to a much more positive thing. So, it's a simple thing, but do it with your own conversations, like today or tomorrow is when you're talking with somebody, when they say something, stop for just a second and think about, how can I make this a positive response, a neutral response, or a negative response? And for goodness sakes, don't give them the negative response, but think through all three answers are legitimate possibilities, right? We're not making things up. We're not spinning it, right? It's just, these are three truthful things, and we get to pick the one we use. I'll give you one more example. Someone says, man, yeah, the lake house is going to need a new roof. And you could say, number three, you could say, oh my God, not another repair out there. That's $18,000 I don't have. And gee, with the winter coming on, my gosh, it's going to be, I don't even know if they get to it. We probably can't even open up the house on time this year. I mean, literally, you could easily go down that path and just be such a whiner, okay? Such a whiner about this. Or number two, you could say, well, I'm going to have to check on that. I'm going to get some, I'll be part of the solution here. I'll get some, help get the estimates, and we'll see what's really going on and whether we need a patch or a new roof, or maybe we can put some solar panels on there. Who knows? That's kind of a number two plus. I would say it's almost a one. And then number one would be, you know what? We're going to get that roof fixed. It's going to last another 20 years. And if I think about how much fun our family has out there, by the week or by the day, that roof costs us like, a penny per hour or something like that. So well worth it. That's why we have a lake house. So that just reminds me of how much fun we've had out there. So think about it. All three of those examples, I just wrote those down just 2 seconds ago. They happen in your life every day, and they can be about big things or they can be about little things. But whatever comes up in your life, work really hard to take a breath and think about what's positive about this, or at the worst, how could I just be neutral about it? But for goodness sake, don't let yourself, go to order a number three and go negative. So that is my little short podcast on how to stay positive, and it's got some very simple instructions. So have a great day. Hey, it's John here. Thanks for listening today. Please check out noobschool.org. That's my website. That's where we have other videos and content that can help you get started in sales.